Flora Yukhnovich. Flora Yukhnovich is a British painter who takes the sugary, swirling style of 18th century French painting and reworks it into loose, energetic abstraction. Up close, her canvases look almost like melting candy or drifting clouds of color, with barely a straight line in sight. Yukhnovich studied historical painting closely before breaking its scenes apart, keeping the soft palette and playful movement of the original style while removing any clear figures or objects. The result feels both classical and completely of the moment at exactly the same time. Her paintings became some of the fastest selling works by a young artist at auction in recent years, turning her almost overnight into one of the market's most closely watched names. Yukhnovich remains one of the clearest examples of a young painter reshaping art history for a modern audience. Lucy Bull. Lucy Bull is an American painter who makes large abstract canvases filled with dense swirling color. There are no recognizable shapes in her work, just layers of paints that seem to ripple, glow, and shift the longer a viewer stands and looks at them, almost like staring into moving water. Bull often works quickly and intuitively, without planning the composition in advance, letting each color and mark respond to the one before it. The finished painting can feel almost hypnotic, similar to the patterns some people see when they close their eyes, in bright light or half-remembered dreams. In just a few years, Bull's paintings have become some of the most sought after in the young abstract painting market, with strong demand from both galleries and auction houses worldwide. She is now recognized as one of the leading colorists of her generation, still early in her career. Ken Nwadiogbu. Ken Nwadiogbu is a Nigerian artist who originally trained as a civil engineer before turning fully to art. He draws extremely detailed portraits in charcoal and pencil that looks almost like a photograph, then builds them into larger works using paint, paper, and collage material. Nwadiogbu calls his method contemporary realism, a mix of hyper-realistic drawing and contemporary materials like newspaper clippings and layered color. His subjects are often original Nigerians, drawn with striking precision, exploring identity, black representation, and everyday life across Africa. He built his career from Lagos, Nigeria, without much early support from the local art establishments, before earning international recognition through exhibitions in London and Los Angeles and appearances at major African art fairs. Today, he is one of Nigeria's most celebrated young artists. Matthew Wong. Matthew Wong is a Chinese-Canadian painter who taught himself to paint with no formal art school training at all. He created glowing, dreamlike landscapes, drawing on classical Chinese ink painting as well as Western painters, blending both traditions into something entirely his own. His scenes often show quiet, empty places, a lone tree, a starry night, a distant house, built from thick layers of rich, saturated color. There is a haunting stillness in his work, as though each painting captures a private, half-remembered moment rather than an actual, real location. Wong passed away in 2019 at just 35 years old, before most of the art world had discovered him. In the years since, his paintings have been reassessed by museums and collectors, and his market has grown enormously, making him one of the most closely watched and highly valued painters in the field today. Nicolas Pate. Nicolas Pate is a Swiss painter best known for his bold use of pastels, sticks of pure chalky color rubbed directly onto the surface with his hands. He paints simplified portraits and landscapes, stripping faces and scenery down to smooth, rounded shapes in bright, saturated color. In his portraits, skin might turn a rich blue or deep orange, with no attempt to look realistic, while his landscape trade fine details for clean, dreamlike shapes. Pate often paints murals straight onto gallery walls as part of an exhibition, knowing that the work will simply be painted over once the exhibition ends. That mix of playful color and old-fashioned subject matter, portraits, still life, landscape, has made his work instantly recognizable in galleries and art fairs worldwide. Pate is now one of the most collected and widely exhibited painters working in a traditional format anywhere today. Jade Fadojutimi. Jade Fadojutimi is a British painter with Nigerian heritage, known for enormous canvases packed with swirling, tangled color. Her paintings do not show any recognizable objects or people, just layers of shape and color that seem to move, pulse, and breathe across the surface of the canvas. Fadojutimi treats color the way someone might use words in a diary, as a direct record of what she is feeling in the moment she paints. Her canvases build up in dense, energetic layers, often taking on the mood of music or memory rather than describing any particular place or thing she has seen. In 2021, she became the youngest woman ever to have a painting added to the collection of the Tate, one of British's most important museums. Since then, her work has been shown around the world, and she is now widely seen as one of the leading abstract painters of her generation, still only in her early 30s. Avery Singer. Avery Singer is an American artist who builds her paintings in an unusual way. Starting on a computer, she designs figures and scenes using 3D modeling software, the same kind of tool used to make video games or animated films, before carefully transferring the finished design onto canvas by hand. Once the design is set, Singer uses an airbrush to apply paints in shapes of grey, giving the final picture a flat, mechanical look, somewhere between a black and white photograph and a rendered computer image. Her subjects often poke gentle fun at artists, studios, and the long history of art itself. By blending old painting tradition with brand new digital tools, Singer has become one of the clearest voices connecting technology and fine arts. Museums and collectors have paid close attention to her work as a signal of where painting and the wider art market might be headed next. Weyant. Weyant grew up in Canada and now lives in New York. She paints young women caught in strange, quiet, slightly unsettling moments. A spilled drink, a fall down the stairs, a blank, doll-like stare. The scenes look calm on the surface, but hint that something is not quite right underneath the surface. Her painting technique borrows heavily from old European portrait painting, smooth surfaces, careful lighting, rich detail, but her subjects and settings feel completely modern. That contrast between old-fashioned craft and present-day unease is what makes her work so recognizable at a glance, even to a casual viewer. Weyant's paintings became some of the most talked about and fastest rising in the young art market over the past few years, drawing intense attention from collectors and auction houses alike, even as speculation around new artists has cooled overall. Her name remains one of the most closely watched in the field. Celine Ali. Celine Ali was born in Romania in 1997 to a family of Turkish heritage and grew up moving between two cultures. She now lives and works in London. Ali paints large, curvy female figures in bold color and pattern, but always leaves out one key detail, the face, no matter how detailed the rest of the painting becomes. By painting her figures without any facial features, Ali lets viewers project their own story onto each woman rather than reading a fixed expression. Her paintings mix flat, simplified shapes with more traditional figure painting and often explore ideas about identity, strength, femininity, and the body. Ali studied interior design before switching to fine art and built her practice up over just a few years before catching the attention of London galleries. Her faceless figures have become instantly recognizable, and she is now considered one of the city's most promising young painters with a growing collector following. Mulgil Kim. Mulgil Kim is a painter from South Korea whose chosen name means the way of water in Korean, a fitting title for her calm, flowing style. She paints small, gentle scenes, a boat on a still water, a lone tree, a quiet figure resting, all softened into muted, dreamlike color that feels almost weightless. A few years ago, Kim set off on a solo journey across 46 countries over nearly 2 years, painting almost every single day as she traveled. That project turned into hundreds of small, personal paintings, capturing quiet moments from around the world, later followed by a second journey, painting her way across every region of Korea. Kim's paintings have found a huge following online, where people describe her work as a kind of visual lullaby. In a market often driven by bold, loud imagery, her insistence on stillness and rest has made her one of the more unusual and widely loved painters working today, with a large and devoted collector base.